free!
We're asking where our tuition money is going. We're asking if Palestinian students are paying for their own family members and their homes to be destroyed. That's all we're asking for. We're asking for transparency. It is not a difficult call.
For the past 2 days and a half, we occupied the first floor of Simcoe Hall, the space in front of President Gertler's office.
Over there.
So you're restricting the press?
Yeah, right now we are, yeah. The book's on access control. I'm not going to debate with you.
There's no...
We presented, immediately after entering, we presented a list of demands in a letter. And we said that we will not leave until our demands were directly addressed. The administration did not treat us well. They did everything they could possibly do to wait us out, starve us out. They would not let us bring in food. They closed the only window we had access to. They would intentionally try to disrupt our sleep, turn the lights on and off in the middle of the night. Despite that, we said we won't leave. We didn't leave. Last minute, we got an offer from President Gertler to meet with us, to meet with our representative tomorrow at 3 p.m. To directly address our demands, and that's why we exited, and that meeting will take place tomorrow. The three demands that we've put forward is to divest the university's assets from military companies that provide goods to the Israeli army, which maintain its occupation apartheid policies, as well as the current ongoing genocide in Gaza. Two, that they cut ties with Israeli academic institutions that have campuses on occupied Palestinian territory or directly contribute to the maintenance of the apartheid and occupation there, as well as to disclose the names and stocks of the holdings that they have in these companies, and to commit to financial transparency.
The meeting that we just had was very disappointing insofar as he's not committed to anything. He just says he's here to listen. He's not really, he didn't propose any action items. The only thing that he did commit to was responding to us within 1 week with a somewhere between an acknowledgement of receipt and perhaps a vague addressing of some of our demands. I'm not really sure. I'm not optimistic that what he's going to tell us is anything new or anything actually committed. We asked for a next meeting on May 3rd, so exactly in a month from now at the same time. He said he couldn't commit to that.
Some interesting stuff did happen. Some of the stuff that he talked about was definitely stuff that we didn't expect him to say. For example, the biggest thing that I thought was that the commitment that he made that the university will no longer be engaging publicly with contentious political issues. Like, he said that quite explicitly, because we continued to hammer in the fact that, for example, when we brought up the thing that the university put in $2 million extra in the Scholars at Risk program, explicitly in reaction to the Iranian regime's repression a few years ago. So it was targeted towards Iranian students, and we said, well, you did that. You took a stance there and you put money into it to get Scholars at Risk here. Today in Gaza, all 12 universities can no longer function, and there's an intentional targeting of academics, where is the same funding for Scholars at Risk. And at that point he said, we slipped up when we did that. The university will no longer be doing that. So I find that very, very interesting, and I want to hold him to that, because we know as dedicated people who read the news that when they do that for Iran, they did it for Syria in 2016, and they did it for Russia. Iran, Syria, Russia, that to me dictates a very clear foreign policy alignment.
As disappointing as this was, like, this only makes me more assured that, like, we're doing the right thing and that we're, like, going to continue. Like, what we did in the occupation was teach a new generation of students how to occupy. We know how to do it. We have a playbook on how to do it now. We're going to do it again if need be. If this response in a week is inadequate, which I'm pretty sure it will be, we will do, like, we're committed to, like, mobilizing for years and years on end, and we're angrier than we've ever been. And this is not, like, the end of this. We're not, like, giving up in any way. I think we can all say that, like, this has just pushed us towards, like, the desire to act, like, harder and harder and harder against them. And we know that we have a lot of power on them, because he was scared during that meeting. He was like, he riled up. Yeah, ruffled and, like, confused, and, like, he didn't know what to respond, and he just sort of said, you know, like, we are getting to them, and, like, this is, like, a battle that we can win. It's going to take a long time, but, like, we're all committed to this. Yeah.